Hello, hello, hello. My name's John Wright, and oh, look at this. One team, one nation. Well, interesting. Now, the United States of America. Now I like that one better. The United States of America, not the divided States of America like this goddamn Donald Trump would like to do to this country. Maybe I've got some insight to things. Anyway, I like things unscripted. And I will tell you, whether you're eating little friskies when you're a little kid held in a cage like me, or you have a nice rabbit cage. You know, I used to go to school and wonder, I didn't know. I thought, do they have a nicer rabbit cage than me? Do they get little frisky? Look, look, look. Now they make little friskies with salmon patties in it. I didn't get the stuff with salmon patties in. I got the stuff that was in the stuff that looks like grape nuts box. How would you like to have your grape nuts touched? Because my dad touched my grape nuts too. God damn it. And I wondered why my brother Jerry was as screwed up as he is when he stuck a toy gun in my dad's face and said, "Stick him up, fucker," when he was a kid. And this guy was fucking abusing old people in Port Angeles too. And then he killed the fucking Merwins. When I was in Nevada, he comes up, and we're going to go back to the stories of the gold mine down in Nevada and see if I can paint you guys a goddamn picture, because I like the United States. I don't like the divided states. And my dad was D.B. Cooper, and I got the evidence to prove it. My dad's marriage license coincides with the evidence of the Zodiac Killer's writing in California. Paul Stein's writing, matter of fact, when the t-shirt pockets were torn off, my brother Jerry, when Janet Noyes, the woman that he married that was born on the same birthday of mine, he tore off all of her shirt pockets on her shirt. Me and my brother Jim witnessed it. You know, my brother Jim, he's a real funny guy like me. There was a hope chest that was sitting there. Jerry says, he goes, you know, you can do anything you want, but don't touch that hope chest right there. You know, it has her stuff in it. I don't know, you know, like you, because he wants her to remember you got your kids still, you know, like this. So I guess he goes off through the house and he's tearing this woman's shirt pockets off all of her shirts. And I'm thinking, God damn, what the fuck's going on with this guy? You know, and me and Jim standing there at the door, and we're both watching him like he's goddamn nuts. And Jim has me standing there. Jim has me standing there watching Jerry do this. And Jim says, "Follow my lead." And he turns around and he opens up that hope chest that's sitting there. And he says, and he fucking unzips his zipper. No, he acts like he unzips it. He didn't even unzip it. He just goes like this. And I go like this too. You know, like I'm unzipping my zipper. And we're acting like we're pissing in that. And then as he turns around and stuff, I'm turning around with him. And we're playing in like concert with each other and right there. Then all of a sudden that lid slams down on that hope chest. And Jerry goes, What did what did you guys just do? You didn't do what I just think you did you? He's yeah, we pissed in it. You pissed in it? Yeah, and you'll be the only one that never pissed in it. If you don't. And Jerry goes over, "Oh, now we gotta be a part of it." You know, like this. He opens up the lid. He pisses across this woman's, all of her belongings, all on his own. All on his own. We witnessed him do that. Janet Noyes has this stuff, all of her family's belongings and stuff, and I'm sure Janet would remember this, you know, getting her stuff back, her hope chest. So, and he fucking drops the lid too, and all of a sudden the piss starts dripping out the bottom of this, and he knows now that he's the only one that's pissed in it, and me and Jim confirm it, that you're the only one that's pissed in this. And he's the only one that ripped off that woman's shirts in that house as well. And that son of a bitch ripped off my goddamn gold mine in Nevada, and he turned it over to Freeport Gold. And Freeport Gold has an opportunity to come forward and just pay me a very reasonable fee for it. You know, I say $21 million is goddamn real reasonable for such a fucking heinous crime, don't you? I mean, I'm sure I can get a lawyer that'll argue it up a whole bunch more. They'd probably say, well, a poison pill's due on this one, and we'll take their whole company away, Freeport Mac Moran worldwide. So I would think that $21 million is a great place to start, and it's a great place to finish, like I said before. And like these other things, like my picture being all across the United States of America, there's another incident. I'm real goddamn reasonable. 21 million's a pretty good place to start and finish. But what happened in Lewis County, Washington with my bowling alleys and stuff, you know, what I consider mine, considering my dad jumped out of a goddamn plane, and there might be 10 bowling alleys here that has equipment in it and stuff and everything. That wasn't a cop. They'll come by here pretty soon. And, you know, the equipment that was in these here bowling alleys, the upgrade that comes through that equipment package, that D.B. Cooper money that built that bowling alley in Morton, and it was financed in the Twin Star Credit Unions, that was the Twin County Credit Union, that took to the police office on Pearl Street, like the tie that has the pearl on it, tie it together, and the tie mill that's down there, the 2x4 mill in Morton, Washington, the MILLHOUSE Smokehouse, and etc. All connected. And to the Republican Party through the clampers, by the way. And anyway, you know, when I go back and I start talking about how I ended up in Nevada, and stories about Nevada too, by the way. We're gonna work on Nevada a little bit this morning because I'm on Freeport Gold Mac Moran's ass. I notified him, I sent him an email, I'm just telling them the truth. Have they been deceived by people that worked within that office? Well, I think that they should justifiably pay me, and you take the argument up from within. That you know that there's been goddamn wronghood done right there, and somebody owes somebody. There's hard feelings done here. You know, there really is goddamn really hard feelings done here. I could have done my dad better. We could have lived a better life, and I didn't know my dad was forced to comply, and my life's been on the run ever since, and that gold mine became part of it. Especially when they started running me around like this here, and the cops started watching me, and stuff like they have been. And now like they don't want to be there now. I think people are getting the goddamn idea. But we're going to try to work through this. You see, in Morton, Washington, prior to me getting to Nevada, I was in a situation where I was led into an ambush uptown at that tavern that's above the Morton Bowling Alley right there at 208 Main Street, Morton, Washington. I came from the 2x4 mill, tie it together, and Little Joe decided they were going to put a hit on me, lure me over to their house, and that's why I don't go in people's houses. I won't even go in my sister and brother-in-law's house easily. I went in to see my brother-in-law's new fireplace, but they know that I'm more comfortable outside. I don't like to be inside people's houses because they turn on you with guns. Was what I found out. Once you get lured into their place, they can kill you. And I've even explained that to people here. I don't hide my feelings to my family so they know exactly what I'm talking about. They don't want to talk, they've nutted up. And why? Well, my sister's first child was taken and held hostage away from her. She's learned to live with it. It may be something that's, you know, maybe it has something to do with hypnosis and stuff too, because Mariette and them seem to have been into it, and pharmaceutical drugs and etc. I witnessed the things. Anyway, now I was lured to Nevada through being shot at and stuff, and all of a sudden I have the town police officer at my house, and they're saying, first they're saying that you're not going to have a problem, this guy's going to go away for 5 years. You know, I didn't even write a complaint about this little Joe Tromley. But I had Janice Sanders ask me, will you protect me? Will you protect me? And I said, protect you from what? I didn't know this is about D.B. Cooper, the Zodiac, and all this stuff. She's dead. She's in the cemetery now right there near the Morton Bowling Alley. Brown's Cemetery, Brown's property right here, Brown's fiberboard mill, that gold mine right there from the river to the sea. By the way, I think there's a big connection right here, by the way. And so anyway, then I'm being lured out there to Nevada. My mom said, yeah, you come down here, you know, like this. I just got married and stuff. They put my life on the run. I go down there. I start working up this school. As soon as spring comes out, I'm out looking for gold and stuff because I gold mined here in the Pacific Northwest. Freeport Gold's right out there. My stepdad and my brother works out there, and other people. By the way, Alex Holt's brother has been murdered. He's been found in a house. He died of cyanide poisoning. And then Jerry's running around with this Kendall Lee, you know, and she's a cocaine dealer. Cocaine, Katie, Kendall Lee, whatever, you know, like this. I don't care who Jerry runs around with. A guy named Richard got killed over there in Salt Lake, and he was with Ripley, Alan Ripley, and he tells me, you know, Alan Ripley was driving and they left in a... Jerry always blamed someone else. He came back and Richard was dead. He says the last thing he seen was Alan Ripley kick him out the door of the pickup with his cowboy boots. There should be cowboy boots in his back. Jerry's explaining to me. It's kind of like shock therapy regardless. Whatever it was there was a body between Salt Lake City and Elko, Nevada. And apparently Jerry says it happened in Alan Ripley's truck, but Jerry sold me the truck, the Dodge pickup truck that was used in that. It had pinstriping all over it. I cleaned it all off and stuff. I needed a pickup truck, me and my wife did, when I was in Nevada and I was working over at the school. And he gave it to me on payments because he didn't want it. Boy, he just wanted being attached to that truck no more. And he married Janet. They got this little yellow car, the Yellow Banana, and they used that little yellow Cavalier that got repossessed even from her dad that owned a dealership in Boise, Idaho. John Noyes, a guy named John. And you know, Jerry married the woman that born on my birthday, and then he abused Danielle Hines, the man's child, because Jerry had to steal the woman from another man or something. And anyway, it's just there, and I'm telling you the story. And then they end up here, Jan and Jerry, after they had killed those old people, they ended up here, they killed those people, they returned to Elko, Nevada over the Christmas holiday. Brian Compton says, look who's in here in the driveway. What are they doing? What's he doing back here? He was there to get the bong and stuff because Jan's bong was there. Patty had crushed it. Patty went to Washington too. I think they were all together. It was all just one big goddamn scam. And, you know, these people are there. Jerry started a business, K&J Cutting, and he started calling her Killer Jan, you know, reminding me and reinforcing things in my mind and stuff. And the gold mine ripped off and stuff. 14 minutes, I gotta get off this. But I'm telling the truth.